So let's now see how we can delete one node at a specific position in the singly linked list. So you can see we have one linked list. Here we have 3 nodes. So suppose we wanted to delete a node from a specific position in the linked list. So first of all, we have to check if the head is null or not. So if the head is null, that means the list is already empty. So we don't have to perform any deletion, we can just simply return null. Otherwise, if the position is 1, that means if we try to delete the first node, then we have to just remove this link to the first node and we can shift the head node to point to the second node in the linked list. So this way the first node will be removed from the linked list. Otherwise, if we wanted to remove other nodes, so suppose we wanted to remove this node, then we have to use one temporary pointer which will initially point to the first node. And then we can use one loop and we can move this temporary pointer in every iteration. So we're going to move this pointer before the node that we wanted to remove. So because we wanted to remove this node, so we have to move this pointer before that node. And also in the loop we have to check if the position is valid or not. Here we have 3 nodes, but we have passed the parameter as 5 to delete the 5th node. So this is invalid. So also we have to take that into consideration. And now we're going to remove this link and we're going to create the link from this node to that node. And also we're going to free the memory of that particular node. So this way this node will be removed from the linked list. So to do that, we can use one pointer node to delete, and this will hold the reference of the temp link. So this will hold the reference to this node to delete. And now we can assign temp link to this node to delete link. So we are basically creating this link. So temp link, that means we are setting link from this node. Node to delete link means this node. So we are basically setting this link. Now this node is no longer in the linked list. Now we can free the memory. So free node to delete. So we are freeing the memory allocated by this node. So here we're going to implement that. So you can see our list has only 3 nodes. So let's now create the function here to delete node at a particular position. So the function will return struct type pointer. We're gonna call the function deleteNodeAtPosition, and this will take one struct node type pointer head, and also we're gonna pass the position where we wanted to remove the element. So first of all, we have to check if the list is empty or not. So if the head node is null, that means the list is empty. So we're gonna simply print list is empty and we're gonna return null. So otherwise we need one temporary pointer. So struct node pointer temp. So this will initially point to the head node. So our temporary pointer was initially pointing to this head node. And now we have to check if the position is the first node. So we're gonna check if the position is 1, that means we have to remove the first node. So in that case we're gonna move the head. So head equals temp arrow link. So we are basically moving this head pointer to point to the second node in the linked list. So this will remove the first node. And also we need to free the memory. So we're gonna free the memory that is allocated by this temporary pointer. And then we're just gonna return the head pointer. So this will remove the first node from the linked list. So otherwise, if we have multiple nodes, then we have to use one loop and we have to reach before that particular position. So here we're going to use the loop to traverse to that position. So we're going to use the for loop. So int I equal 1, I less than position minus 1. So we're going to move this temporary pointer before the node that we wanted to remove. That's why here we have position minus 1. And also we have to check if the position is valid or not. So we're gonna check if the temporary pointer not equal null. And also we're gonna increment the I in every iteration. So we're gonna start from 1, reach before that position, and we're gonna continue the loop as long as the temporary pointer is not equal null. So in every iteration we're gonna move the temporary pointer to temp arrow link. So whenever this loop ends, there can be two outcomes. Either this temporary pointer has become null, that means we have invalid position. So here we have to check that. So we're gonna check for invalid position. So if the temporary has become null or the temporary link has become null, in both of the cases we're just gonna print position out of range and we're gonna return the head pointer. So otherwise, when everything is alright, then this temporary pointer will point to the node which is located before the node to delete. So we wanted to remove this node, so the temporary pointer will point the node before that. So now here we can perform the deletion. So we need another pointer, struct node pointer. We're gonna call this node to delete. So this will point to the temporary link. Temporary link means this node, the node to delete. So here we can modify the temporary link and we're gonna set this to node to delete link. So that means we are removing the link to this node to delete and we are setting this link from this node to that node, which will isolate the node to be deleted. So that means we have no link to the node to be deleted. So now we can free the memory allocated by the node to delete. And after that we're just gonna return the head node. So here we can check that. So first of all, let's just print the linked list. So here is our linked list with 3 nodes. So let's now delete this node. So we're gonna call the function deleteNodeAtPosition. So first of all, we have to pass the head pointer and then the position where we wanted to remove that node. So we wanted to remove this second node. So after the deletion, it will return a new head pointer. So let's now print the linked list again. So you can see after the removal of the second node, you can see we left with 2 nodes and the node with the value 200 is removed from the linked list. So this way we can delete a node from a particular position in the linked list. So hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.